I was gonna see if anyone else would talk first. Welcome.
No. We wait for our cue. We know the shtick here.
Welcome back once again to Sigil Confidential, the City of Doors.
Good evening, everyone.
There we go. I was waiting on it. Welcome back, everybody. Cranky, thank you for the sub for 16 months in a row. You might just be our most dedicated fan.
We do appreciate it.
Very much. Especially a celebrity. A cranky old mage.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys watch chat too, Cranky always has some of the best advice to give. Usually stuff like don't die.
Occasionally die.
Occasionally die. Yeah, it depends.
Really covering all the bases.
It's true. It's true. It's a wide variety of wisdom available to you right there for the taking. That being said, without further ado, Prem, would you like?
Of course, of course. Last time on Sigil Confidential, the crew stepped through the portal to the City of Brass and arrived on the Plane of Fire. They began their trek towards Draken's living quarters. An efreet approached Draken, gestured at the ghost and Istu, and asked him how much. He promptly told them that they were not for sale and went on their way. Once inside Draken's small villa, he offered everyone his warm water, but taking a swig himself revealed that someone had replaced it with a severely dehydrating poison. After procuring some actual water and getting Draken stable again, the crew's attention turned to Gion's soul in the ghost's tiny silver cage. They did not get far into the discussion of what to do with his soul when a tiny mote of light whizzed into the room. Jimmy clipped it as it flew past his face, causing it to burst and sending hair-like particulate matter into the air. In short order, Draken, the ghost, and Ratt were all hallucinating, and who should be heading towards them but Shepherd Scratch. Jimmy wooed the ghost in her compromised state and, with a dip and a kiss, slipped Gion's cage out of her hand and placed it in her bag of holding. With it and Draken's own bag of holding in his hands, he was prepared to stuff one inside the other in a show of mutually assured destruction if Scratch showed any signs of hostility, but he had other plans. He didn't care that Jimmy had Gion, nor did he intend to kill them all after watching them finish off a baatezu hit crew, leading with a statement of, "I've got an angle on something you want." Scratch said he had a job for Jimmy to go retrieve something for him. Somewhat relieved, Jimmy agreed to meet him back in Sigil, and Scratch informed him that he wasn't the one who attacked the crew before he made his leave. As the incapacitated crew came to, Jimmy gave everyone a rundown of what happened, and he and the ghost continued discussing what to do with Gion's soul. Everyone started back for headquarters after plans were laid, but before they could step through the portal to home, 3 efreet asked Draken why he wouldn't sell them any of his slaves. Draken and Jimmy both tried to smooth talk them into letting the crew pass, but the efreet, running out of patience, drew their swords. Back in Sigil, Shepherd Scratch stood beside the ditch, the cage's sole waterway, in which floated a relic of Cairn's past, the Whispering Gale. What is it that Scratch wants the crew to steal, and what's his deal with the Angler and Cairn? Will they be able to make it past the efreet first? Find out as we jump into the action right now on Sigil Confidential. Hell to pay.
Dun dun dun. Bravo. Those get better and better.
I would clap, but it would cause me great pain.
So I will say tonight's episode is subtitled Cinnamon and Spice.
Bruh.
That's my new thing, finding drinks that correspond to every match.
Yes, it's your fault. That was entirely your fault there. Draken.
Gotta be.
I mean...
Oh, yeah.
We were getting there.
Oh, I
we were
did hit
starting.
mute, didn't I? That was weird. Thank you, Mr. Midnight. I have been stuck on push to talk on a different channel, and unfortunately, my push to talk is the mute on this one.
Whamp.
I know. Technology.
Whamp whamp.
Certain audio problems you can only give yourself when you're actually quite good at audio.
However, never fear. You got the intro. The rest is just me ambling and rambling on about how wonderful it was and the fact that we are in the middle of combat.
Yes.
Just started combat anyways.
Yes.
We were about to start. We rolled initiative.
Yes, we
Yeah.
did. And as you can see, those die are cast. And at the top of the round, we have an efreet.
Yes.
He will smile a snide, nasty grin at you, lick his lips disgustingly as he eyes what he is sure is going to be his prize. And he's going to launch fire at you.
Okay.
Foom, foom. 2 fireballs, in fact. Or, well, they're not fireballs, so we're clear. They are hurl flames.
Yes. Also good.
Also good.
Not quite fireball.
Now, he is going to go first for Jimmy.
Yep.
And then for... Let's just go for Draken. Jimmy and Draken.
Yep. We are leading the charge on this one.
Since he doesn't know your abilities. Unfortunately for him. So, here we go. Jimmy.
Yes.
I believe this is going to miss.
Yes.
Alright. So it... whoosh. You kind of tilt your head to one side and dodge out of the way as you do. And Draken... oh, probably a miss as well.
Yep, that one misses as well.
Foom, foom. So there, his initial barrage is a miss, and he will step back. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
That brings us to Istu.
Yes.
Istu is hopefully on her way.
Yes, I will send a boop over the DMs.
Yes, please do. That would be lovely.
Her as in the player for those watching, because Istu themselves are not female.
Well, Istu's here. The player isn't.
Yeah. I was just referring, you said Istu is on her way, so I was saying,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
no,
that
that's
her
all
was
good.
in reference to the player.
I meant the player. My bad.
Oh, I know you did. I'm just saying for our lovely audience.
Alright, so this is going to be Ray of Frost
Good spell. Good spell.
at this one here. And that is definitely a hit. Solid hit, 12 damage. Alright, and the added effect as well. That will bring us to the Fire Elemental.
Mm.
Alright, it was, yeah, this one, movement. Oh, 50 feet, this should not be a problem. There we go.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome.
Hi.
Should we minor retcon?
Oh, we just started. I
didn't die today.
No, you.
Now you're alive. You cast Ray of Frost. It went very well.
Yeah, you
Cool.
tagged one of the efreets with Ray of Frost. I
Nice.
Didn't think you'd mind.
Well, of course not. Of course not.
This one is going to make 2 touch attacks to you, Draken.
Okay.
He's going to touch you.
With fire.
22.
People hate that.
That will hit.
All right. 12 damage?
And I assume it's fire damage.
Yes.
Alright, so that gets half.
And then I believe the second one is a miss.
Yes.
Okay. You are, however, engulfed in flames from the touch. You will need to take an action to douse the fire or continue to take damage.
Alright.
Awesome. I love it. That's great.
People are big fans of that.
Well,
Did it just
I'm
move
willing
back?
to on a secret.
No, I'm
Oh, you're adjusting the fire. Gotcha.
yeah, just putting some fire on him.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna leave the fire going.
Oh.
Mhm.
I'm gonna kill these things while on fire.
Ristur, you are up, my friend. What do you got?
Yeah, I certainly am. I will use a bonus action to do the, the thing that barbarians do. Get mad sometimes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And use instinctive pounce with that to move up to 25 feet. Oh,
Okay.
sorry, my bad, 20 feet.
It's gonna get slightly peeved.
Oh. Oh well, and I'll actually have to roll on the d8 thing, that's right.
Are you moving through the reach of the elemental?
Oh, the elemental's right there.
Does pounce prompt attacks of opportunity? I
It is
think it might
willingly
actually have
moved.
text for that.
It's willing movement, yeah, it's still counts. Doesn't say anything against it, so.
Yeah,
If he wants to attack me, sure, but let me roll my 1d8 first, because it would have happened before I pounced.
sure.
Whatever a 1 is. Oh. Towards the... Okay, let me go back then, because this actually matters where I was. Everyone within 30 feet of me, huh? Everyone within 30 feet of me needs to make a Constitution saving throw. That I choose, of course. I'm not gonna...
Oh,
It'd
okay.
be kind of weird if it was everybody.
Hmm.
This is an old wild magic. So just the environmental and that first one in the front there. This guy.
It's a big area.
Yeah, just those two in the front. That's all. Since I
Con-
can choose.
Con
Hey, con
save.
save. Ain't nothing too big, but yeah, con save against the spell save DC of 18.
8 and 16.
Oh man, what a shame. They both failed. Both take 1d12 necrotic damage. I think I just gained some temporary hit points, which,
Necrotic.
yes. I gained 1d12 as well, hit points. I guess I'll just keep the same roll since make it easy peasy.
Alright.
Get rid of that aura for ya. So now he can do an opportunity attack, because I know that's what you want to do. Right?
Of course. Why would I miss that?
Right?
What's the AC? Never mind. That'll be a miss.
Yep. You're correct. He'll walk one step, and he will give the guy in front of him 2 slaps with his gutter. Reckless attack, of course, because what's the point if I don't do that? That's a 28 to hit with
Looking good.
16 slashing damage.
Yeah, it definitely hits. 16.
And a wisdom save, since, why not? Why not? Reduces healing if he has any.
18.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's a natural 20. Oh, look at that.
Oh!
That's a lot of damage there.
That's a big number.
No? That's a lot of numbers. Yeah, so 40 damage. And another wisdom save. Don't mind, you know?
Don't mind at all. 70.
Okay, well. Alright. That's it for him. Yep, totally. Do it.
All right, so Bryn is going to bestow the tail that she rolled onto Draken. So, for 1 minute, any creature that tries to attack Draken with a melee attack takes, force damage.
Okay.
So, Bryn's eyes light up with an ethereal glow, and the mist starts rolling around her feet as a ghost with long curly hair, a very handsome mustache, and a scar on each cheek rises up from the floor and says, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya."
Nice. Very nice touch.
Killed my father. Prepared to die.
I was waiting on it. Very nice touch. It is always beneficial to the party to quote the Princess Bride.
A strange thought occurred to me. I'm imagining that it would be a distinct struggle to find a Dungeons and Dragons table without a person who could quote like 60% of the film version of The Princess Bride.
I hope I find one, because that gives me an excuse to sit them down and make them watch it.
I've never seen it.
Well, perhaps we need to remedy this, but we've at least got, it's looking like at least 4 here.
Wait, did what?
What?
Never seen it?
Never seen it.
Oh my god. Well, we are gonna have movie night very soon. Alright, but here, anything else for you, Brent, before we get completely sidetracked?
That? That's it for her.
Alright. Brings us to Jimmy the Mouth Callons.
Alright, we're around. Jimmy begins to talk to his sword, because he's kind of a weird guy like that. He says, "Blackjammer, we've got a problem."
Aye, and what might that be?
This rowdy bunch here, he waves the sword in the direction of the efreet, is proposing to Shanghai our crew.
Shanghai our crew.
Can you believe the nerve of some people?
I'm quite peeved at you, Jimmy, because you haven't stuck me in the middle of them yet.
Oh, we're getting there. I was just wondering if you could do me a favor and turn out the lights.
Gotcha. What is the radius?
It is 15 foot, I think. Let me double check my description. These things are kind of hard to summon. Here we go. Let's see.
You may want to have Jimmy walk up before you summon that spear.
He was getting there. He was getting there. 15-foot magical darkness. Affecting others, but not I.
Oh, there we go, yeah. I put
Thank you.
I don't know if you can see that, but I've got the radius on there. It's just tipping. Ristur's got his head sticking out of it.
Yes, which is great fun. So, having done this, let me measure something out. Oh yeah, we can get right in there on him. That's going to be great. So, Jimmy's just going to walk, enveloping all of the efreet in darkness. Opportunity attack rules are strange. I think the fire elemental may technically get to make one, but he can't see me move out of his radius, and at the very least would have disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll give him a disadvantaged one. That makes sense. 17.
17 misses.
Why did it?
Why did it say 28 and do that? I have no idea.
I'm looking at the roll on my other screen here. It was definitely a 17, so.
Yeah.
17.
17 totally misses.
Alright, so yeah, it was narrow.
Stroll right in. Ristur, sorry, you are in darkness. Blackjammer is not that polite. I cannot extend sight through magical darkness to you, but I can stab this guy to death, and I'm going to.
Blackjammer is basically a honey badger in a sword.
If that honey badger was a pirate, which
True.
is a bit of a disturbing thought.
It is. I smell another episode of Get That Pie coming.
So yeah, I have advantage on attacks now because I am obscured from the enemy and they are not obscured from me. And I'm just going to start stabbing.
Go ahead.
Let me put sneak attack on. Smack. Would a 23 hit him?
Yes.
Well, a 23 does.
Is that 35 damage, I see?
That is 35 total damage on the first attack.
He drops.
Bam.
Boom. Like, he drops. You just see, like, viscera spew out. Blackjammer's cackling with glee. Ristur gets showered in gore. Nobody else can see it, though. It's just you and Blackjammer having a laugh.
And Jimmy is laughing.
Poor Ristur's like, what just happened?
He's got just enough move speed left to get up here. And he's going to get his bonus action dual weapon fighting attack in on this guy.
Alright.
Ooh.
Crit for 10.
Crit for 10. Why doesn't that have my plus on? Oh, that's right. It takes the plus off.
Yeah, for the offhand.
For the dual weapon fighting. That is correct.
Still, 10 damage is 10
Still,
damage.
10 damage is 10 damage. He felt that one.
Yeah, he did. Alright, well, that it for you?
Yeah, that's it. They are in darkness. They hear laughing. One of them feels stabbing.
Alright. This thing's not terribly bright. It's not going to run into darkness, though. It's going to go for a target it can see.
Let me just pop Scallywag over there with me. He tends to stay on my shoulder.
That's fine. Bren, he is going after you.
Alright.
What's your AC?
16, I believe.
Alright. That is a hit. And a miss. So one hit for 10 damage, and you are set ablaze.
Jeez.
As same with Draken, you'll need to take an action to douse the fire or continue to take damage per round at the start of each of your turns.
Alright.
Alright. Ratt, you're up.
Using my movement to go 25 feet straight in the air.
Okay.
Straight up. And then I'm going to drop an acid splash on these two.
What's the area of effect to make sure we're not clipping friendlies?
Area of effect is choose one or two creatures within range.
Okay, so it's not like a splash effect.
No.
Okay. Never sure with your gadgets.
These gadgets are, well, this one's kind of weird. This one has,
Has an additional requirement. They must be within 5 feet of each other.
right.
It's funny. That's the only time I've ever seen that.
All right, well, roll to hit then.
It hits.
Oh, just a
It's,
dex save.
They roll
Dex.
dex save, yeah.
Dex save.
All right, here we go. 15 and 20.
20 meets.
20 meets. Okay.
Mhm. So that is 3d6
It's 12 damage.
plus 1d8 for my firearm. 13.
13. Okay. All right, and the other one's just he missed.
Yeah,
Okay.
he saved, so it missed him entirely.
Okay. All right. Anything
That
else for
concludes
you?
my
then?
turn. Nope, that would have movement, action. I don't have my cannons. That's a once a day thing, so we good.
All right. In that case, Draken, you are up first thing first. 5 points of fire damage.
Round up or down?
Always round in your favor. I'm a kind
Alrighty.
DM.
So 2 points. And that I've still actually got temporary hit points. Alrighty. I am going to I am gonna attack this fire elemental
Okay.
because I can see it with a level 2 chaos bolt.
Oh Lord.
Mm.
And I need to roll 2d8s and see what kind of damage I'm causing. I'm gonna go with acid. So it takes 2d8 plus 2d6, so it's gonna take 4 plus 2d6. 15 points of acid damage on the fire elemental.
15.
Actually, wait a minute. Gotta make my attack first. Never mind. So let's see if I hit. But I took the full strength. So bear with me. Lots of dice. So
You could just miss if you want.
I could, but I don't plan on it.
And do keep in mind, Mr. Midnight has given you guys a reroll
Does
and a setback.
Oh, that's fair. Perfectly fair.
does an 18 hit?
The 18 hits.
Yes.
No, no,
Okay.
it's 18 hits. Yeah.
Yeah. Then it takes the 15 points of acid damage.
All right.
And that's it. That's the end of my turn this time.
All right. Oof.
I know. Not quite complicated enough. I apologize.
All good. All right. So, efreet. He's gonna take 2 wild swings in an attempt to hit you, Jimmy,
That's fair.
with his scimitar at disadvantage. The heck, sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't, I swear. There it is, okay.
Yeah, toggling advantage disadvantage on the monster sheets is kind of tricky sometimes.
There we go, I think I've got it worked out. Yeah, there we go. So, miss.
Mm-hmm.
And 20.
Still a miss.
Wow.
You have given me so many magic items.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, you see this flaming scimitar like whipping at you. That second one was close. You kind of lean back at the last second, and it swipes past you. He's
I
frothing at the
lean
mouth.
one, and the other one I actually have to parry with Black Jammer.
Avast, you scurvy dog! Black Jammer and his epic, generic pirate stereotypes.
He leans right into it. We all appreciate it.
Oh, he loves it. What that will bring us to the top of the turn. You know what? Take an attack of opportunity, actually. He's going to step back.
He's going to try and move. Gotcha.
Yeah, go ahead and take your attack.
I shall. Takes 9.
9.
Yeah, 9.
Okay. So he's going to actually go in a straight line backwards up onto this little ledge here. All right. He's going to kind of stand there and just get his bearings a minute. That brings us to this guy who is actually on the edge of the darkness. He sees you as a threat, Jimmy, so he's going to try and hurl flames at you at disadvantage.
Yes, that's going to be real tough.
So let's say 1.
Nope.
And L2.
Still nope.
Foam, foam.
He can hear the laughing, but good luck.
And with that, he's going to run around here behind cover.
That's probably smart.
All right. Is2. My friend, you are up. What you got? Is2.
Mastermas.
Oh, Master Meese.
Oh, here we go. If you've got the spell slots, of course you can.
Well, that's a cantrip, so yeah, they can do it.
Always got the spell slots for that.
Yeah. Who you aiming at?
Looks like fire elemental in front of Draken.
All right. Make a ranged spell attack, please.
Ooh.
How about that? Should we
That's a critical.
should we do it?
Invite chaos into our lives.
Pardon me, goodness. Bear with me. All right. All right. So we'll just go with damage. I'm thinking crit fails for some reason. We'll go with damage. Just about to make this complicated. What was the
About to
damage?
cause
30?
Trouble for everybody.
30.
No,
damage?
that was the 2 hit. That was a
Okay.
critical.
Yeah, it would be 2d8.
Times 2.
No,
Or
it's a
no,
cantrip,
just
so it's a
one. It's
3d8,
doubled.
so it's 68.
Does it scale up that hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cantrip's level at 11.
5, 11, and 17, I believe.
Damn.
I mean, unless Istu's not a 13th level caster.
guys all
No,
should be the
it's,
same.
No,
it's
they
level.
character
are,
level. It's character
but-
level, not
It's
caster
pretty just a
level.
pushy bonus, or go for that. Yeah, a whole level
Yes.
total.
So I guess Master Miss roll a million d8.
Also known as 6. Do not roll a
Yes,
million
6.
d8. Please don't roll a million d8.
I think if you type in /r 1 million d8, it won't actually do that.
No, the limit is 200.
Yeah.
Ask me how I know.
Rat has some real tricks in the back pocket.
So yeah, that fire elemental just took 29 damage.
Yeah. 29 total. He's still up. He felt that one though, cause cold.
Mhm.
He's probably mad at his two now. Alright. How do I want to play this? He's very mad at his two. He's not very bright. He's gonna come up here and beeline for Istu.
And do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, you do.
Alright. Take my attack of opportunity. I am using a melee weapon because I actually have one.
Let's see what you got.
You need like a wooden sword that casts a high-level magic missile whenever you hit somebody with it.
Good. I'm just gonna have to use the dagger I've been carrying. The cold iron health, like negative energy plane dagger I've got.
I don't know that we've seen somebody actually damaged with one of those yet, apart from the people who instantly died.
We did. This was the one that was used to carve the heart out of the automaton. All that time ago.
Yes.
got it.
No, that's actually the one that we found in Echo's room.
That was a
Well-
long time ago.
It was. I've been carrying it. I'm stabbing someone with it.
Let's see what you got.
Well, let's
Be
see.
careful, one of those exploded on me once.
I got an 8 plus a... So 11 plus my 16.
What was the 6 for?
I'm using the D3 from the bolstering magic.
Does that affect melee attacks?
It affects all attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's from Ristur. You get to add it to whatever.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
So 11 plus
Plus-
5, 16, 18. So that'll be an 18 to hit.
18. I think you might have actually clipped him. Yeah. You did. Roll damage.
Right. 4 points of... I don't know what type of... I mean, you know what this dagger is. I assume...
Just roll regular dagger damage.
I did. I rolled the D4 plus 2 from my deck.
Okay.
So 4.
He doesn't know the type of damage, which, you know.
I think we figured out it was not magical, but it's, I believe, cold iron negative energy touch. So I don't know if that means it still does normal damage or if the type of damage has been altered from the material.
Well, I'm not gonna say.
All right.
I thought we did find out one of those was magical because whenever Neil like cast dispel magic on it or something of that nature, like it exploded. It was the one that was in Sly Eye's chest.
Yes.
Huh.
Well, you know me.
I don't know if I knew that.
I'm not gonna give any secrets away.
What a secret.
Well, maybe we'll look into it after this then.
It'll give you an
Eventually.
excuse to. And you do have an artificer in the party.
Yeah.
So that being
Great.
said, Ristur, you are
Yes,
in
King.
darkness.
It's very
That
dark
elemental's
here.
not gonna attack S2?
Oh, that's right. See, like you guys
Yeah.
could have totally gotten away with that See,
Could
ladies
have
and
just
gentlemen,
walked away.
that is some good players throwing Is2 under the bus like that. Oh, I'm laughing so hard that I'm coughing. Is2. Yeah, he's gonna take some swipes at you. What's your AC?
Five higher than it was.
So that's reactionary to being hit, right? Yeah, when you are hit by an attack. Did the first one hit you? Okay. Did they both hit or just one?
The first one really shouldn't, not with a shield.
Well, it's meet or beat. I think Is2's AC is 15 with shield.
The first doesn't, so just the second one hits. Okay.
Nah, Is2's got more than 10 base AC.
So that's... Why did that come out that color?
It says plus 1d0? How did it roll a... What made it roll a d0?
Let me re-roll that, because I think one of the dice got stuck on my screen, actually. That was kind of weird. There, it's less damage anyway. So yeah, 9 damage is 2. Keep in mind, you are now immolated, on fire. Top of your round, if you don't put it out, you'll have to take more damage. Well, you will take more damage until you put it out, I should say. Alright. Now we're up to Ristur.
It's possible that Ristur is tall enough that his head is not in the darkness, since he's in a partial square. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna assume. Wait, I'm still in the darkness, right? Let me just top to left.
He's close enough to where he can step out of it.
He's gonna go north until he's out of the darkness, since it's dark. He doesn't know where he's at, I'm assuming. So I don't know, when would he exit the darkness, I suppose.
Right about here.
Alright, perfect.
Give me a dex save as you come out.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you. I really love those. Is this a dex? Hold on. Is this a dex save that I can? Where's the thing? I think it's effects that I can see. Well, I can't see anything, so that doesn't help. All right, cool. Take my 1d4.
Oh Lord! I gave you a DC of 7.
Well, I failed you. So
Pumped your shin.
that's
quite
about
badly.
that's about a shin high step you just walked into and smacked your shin on and stumbled.
nice.
You'll have a -2 on your next action.
My next action, max.
Nothing terribly serious, more for comic effect than anything.
Ah, okay. Well, if I can see the guy next to me, I guess I'd attack him then.
Yeah, go ahead. -2.
Okay,
Your
just
shin
check
is
through this
hurting.
roll.
Ow, God!
Oh, I didn't take any damage. Never mind. Darn. I wish. I wish I took damage. Oh well.
Yeah.
There you go. That's well, I think that should be fine. 29 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright. That's 9 slashing on that. And I will attack again, because why not? That is, well, it's kind of easy to tell what that one is. It's 23.
That hits.
That's 15 more damage.
Doing good on these wisdom saves.
Darn, I'll never be able to stop healing. What a shame.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's his kind of his turn. I guess he's gonna take a look around and notice that there's 2 fire elementals next to the rest of the party, and there's a probably move over there a little bit. more. So you moved a couple steps. You can move like 2 more, I think. Boop.
Okay.
Right there.
And that brings us around to Bryn. We'll get your D10 out, and it is 2 more damage.
Yeah, so Bryn is going to play the game of get thee the fuck away from me.
Alright, Dissonant Whispers. Wisdom save for half, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is not his strong point. 3.
So yeah, that fire elemental takes 15 psychic damage, and as per what we have discussed prior, on his turn, has to move 50 feet away from me.
Alright. But it is just you he's afraid of, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Move as far, okay.
But that's the only thing he can do on that turn.
Okay. That is perfectly alright. Anything else for you, Bryn?
That's it.
Okay. Keep in mind you are still on fire.
Yeah, she'll get that in a sec.
Alright. Jimmy, you are up.
I am up. How damaged is this guy looking up here? You look like Ristur's got him.
It's hard to say. He's cut up, but it's in efreet.
It's an efreet, dude. That he may have shown up like that. Who knows? Ristur's a big guy. I honestly think he's got that, and probably more can be done by cunning action dash to get right over here. So that does consume my bonus action, but I can still just stroll right up to this fire elemental and give him a stab.
I just realized we have a fire elemental that wasn't in the turn order.
Oh,
no.
no.
You'll want to give him something there then.
No, that's alright. You can just stay out of it.
There, I added him.
All right,
We are on Jimmy. Yeah, it's alright. He's on 6, so
that's fine.
he was just watching the fray.
He got so spooked by the shadow showing up, it stunned him.
He's the not terribly bright cousin of the other 2. What?
Here we go. Let's see if you can cut a fire elemental in half. 32 damage.
Solid hit. Alright.
Okay, that would make up my turn. I'm just standing here poised and ready, flipping my sword. I know some fool's gonna walk past me. I'll slash him.
Globe of darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so it's this guy. He's going to move his 50. To there.
Guess who takes an attack of opportunity?
Isn't this forced movement?
Does that count? Because it's like it must use its reaction to move as far away.
Supposedly, according to the rules, because it has to use something to move, technically it's not forced. It's forced but not forced. You know.
Yeah.
It's
You
scared,
should
so it's
search.
like, I'm gonna use my reaction. Because technically, if it didn't have a reaction, it's not supposed to move.
No, it's more like a
Space.
compulsion than a force movement's
Yeah.
like a push.
That's fine. It's fine. No,
If you command somebody to move and they do it, is that forced movement?
No.
It's
no,
not a
that's
command.
them willing. Well, that's them moving of their own motive force.
Church, may I attack this guy?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you.
I'm not that invested in this fire elemental's survival.
Yes. So he takes 7.
Alright. You clip him on his way out. Alright. But he does make it over to the portal.
Mhm.
Alright. Here we go with Cletus.
Here he comes.
Cletus the fire elemental. You know Let's make it interesting. Alright. Cletus reaches down to the edge of the portal with his flaming hands and begins to sear the surface. Ratt,
No.
you're up.
Okay. I use my movement to fly another 25 feet directly up.
Okay.
Because it's always good to keep at least a little something in the tank. Just in case. I don't like what Cletus is doing to the portal.
Well, do me a favor and make a perception check to see if you can see what Cletus is doing. You are
Okay.
a very good distance away.
I am, but I have very good eyes.
You do. You can
And a
definitely
fancy
see.
scope.
He is up to something.
He is up to something. I'm gonna slide a cold slug out and chamber it.
Uh-oh.
Does a 21 hit? For 71 damage.
Dear Lord.
Night. And some of that damage I do believe is cold damage, so, you know,
Yeah.
apply as necessary to the fire elemental.
He actually has no weaknesses to cold, technically. They have water susceptibility for when they move in water, or, I don't know, if it takes 1 cold damage. Of course, I don't know what that means.
Single cold damage.
Oh, no, that's what it is. For every gallon of water splashed on it, or every 5 feet it moves in water, it takes 1 cold damage. That's what it is. Yeah, but it has no weaknesses specifically to cold.
5e
weird.
is kind of weird about that. Very few things have proper typed elemental weaknesses.
Yeah, they messed up all kind of stuff. But 71 damage is 71 damage. That hurt. You actually saw a chunk of just blackened ember and smoke blast out of Cletus.
It's just like a hole in the middle.
Well, I mean, it is a creature of fire.
Is it reforming?
Yeah, it kind of just closes. They don't really.
Oh.
I mean, they're.
Well, it was worth a shot.
You did not ice him on the spot, but damned if you didn't get close.
I tried.
That's so many d8s.
Yeah,
Well,
that was a lot of damage. You did hit him very solid. Don't worry.
that will conclude my turn.
All
I
right.
am 50 feet in the air.
Flying. Draken, you are up. In darkness as well. And on fire.
Well, I'm ignoring the fire, so if you want to give me my fire damage.
Alright. 5 points.
So 2 more points. And you said I am in Well, let's see if I can get out of it. Let's be random, because I don't know what direction to go. 5, 10, 15. I think I actually did walk out of it, though I've just walked away from everyone.
Yep, you're right at the edge.
Cool. I'm gonna try to Chaos Bolt this one again.
Alright.
Going with the second level again.
Alright. Draken and his chaos magic.
Just seems fitting.
Alright, range spell attack. 19 hits.
Okay, it would have been higher, but yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah. What damage type we doing?
Let's see, it's 2d8. Start with that. So
Force?
4 and, well, 4. Ooh, it's a double. I get to have more fun. So it's doing force damage. So it does 18 points of damage. And let me measure. I should be able to hit this one then.
Which one? The efreet?
Yeah,
Let me check
looks
something.
like it's within 30 feet. Well, no, not of me. Of it. This is my starting point.
No, but I don't know that you can see him. Do you have to have line of sight? Because that's got you cutting through the darkness and through Ristur to see him.
It's true.
It's true, yes. And the worst part is, you have to choose someone else to hit. It's not an option. So if you can't hit him, you have to hit somebody else.
Hey, give me a
Chaos!
give me a perception roll, Draken. We'll see. I'll play fair.
Perception.
Oof. Yeah, no, you can't see him.
Do you think it actually says the second one has to be visible?
Actually,
You have to roll another hit or range attack on something you can see. The target. No, it doesn't say you have to, I guess, but I mean,
It just says of your choice.
it's implied, I suppose.
and actually, it never says I have to see them. I'm just guessing it's disadvantaged, like if it was.
Still, a creature of your choice means you have to be aware that they're there.
Yeah, it's tricky.
I mean, I knew where that.
Oh, you
Were
can
there?
be aware of something's presence without having a line of sight on it.
Not in this case. It's very.
Yeah, you
Rules
came
and-
out of darkness,
Unfortunately.
and the
Mhm.
battlefield had shifted.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, true facts.
So let's go with what you can see. Just
Okay.
just hit Istu with it. She won't mind. And
Just
Mr.
hit
Miss
the
is
wall.
perfectly
Hit
alright with it.
Ristur with it, because he definitely won't mind.
Hit the wall up there or something. You can target objects with damaging spells.
I'm just gonna choose to have it hit random, like hit here, but to purposely miss.
To have it purposely miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Draken technically has more movement.
Yeah,
You
this
do,
is
but
this has already gone off.
Yeah. The spell was doing. So yeah, I'll just do the 18 points of force damage to this, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. All right. So we got the 18. And that brings us around to the Efreets. Ristur, he's right next to you, so of course,
Hit me. Hit me.
no
Please.
disadvantage for a change.
No, hit me. Actually, it's technically not disadvantage because I reckless attacked. So technically,
25.
it's a normal attack. Yeah, that hits.
And the second attack, 13.
That is on it.
All right.
Unfortunately for you.
So here's the slashing. 16 slashing and 7 fire damage.
Whoa, 7. That's too much. Hey, I'm at the funny number. The one number that everyone likes so much. Nice. I will roll my d8 as a reaction. That's why not. Yar, whatever that does. Let's see. Oh, it's the AC one again. So aura around me. I gain 1 AC. So is everyone around me of my choice within 10 feet.
10 feet.
Nice. Yes.
All right.
Put the aura on.
Let me put your visible aura on for my benefit. 10 feet, you said?
Already done. Yes, 10 feet.
All right. All right, there we go. All right, and that's it for him. That'll bring us to this guy. Let me see here. Goodness. Yeah, he's gonna just keep hurling at you, Jimmy.
That's only fair. It's just probably not going to turn out super well for him.
Sorry, coughing fit there.
Nah, it's all good.
All right, hurling flame. Here we go. Disadvantaged. Everyone disadvantaged.
Nope.
He's steadily hurling. Just missing.
This is deeply unfair, the things that Jimmy does.
So it works.
It so does.
All right, so this guy is still here. All right. Istu will get an attack of opportunity. He'll avoid Ristur.
What?
He will dip into the darkness, not being aware that Bryn is there, although Bryn is in darkness as well. This is more or less a dash action. So, Istu, attack of opportunity. Bryn, you get one as well, but it's disadvantaged. Ratt, you're too high up.
Yeah, I wouldn't have range on that anyway. Yeah.
Nice. Bryn tagged him.
All right.
Reflexes. What was that? Oh, it's a
Appropriate.
It is too. It's a reaction. It has to be a.
It has to be a melee weapon attack specifically.
Yeah.
Unless you have Warcaster.
Yeah, Warcaster can cantrip, I think, right?
Yeah, but that's just a cantrip.
Any bonus on that? Depends. It could be a finesse weapon. I don't know what you're trying to hit with.
I think they have a 0 dex mod.
Excuse me. Yeah. Okay.
It would be proficient, so it would so add proficiency bonus to that.
Which is 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you hit it. Roll damage. You can just click on the quarterstaff button, by the way. on your character sheet. But I'll let you roll damage. I'm not trying to roll damage for you. You'll probably do better than 3 if you roll. Excuse me. Really? That is weird. Yeah, it's working for me. No, it's
I
under
imagine
your
you-
under attacks and spellcasting. You have quarter staff listed there at the bottom. There you go.
What?
You have a -1
Minus
penalty.
1 strength modifier.
Oh,
That is actually hilarious.
The last time I saw that, it was listener.
So yeah, you do make the connection as to, and it's kind of one of those, get on out of here, just get, which is brilliant. I love it. Quizzy from motion sickness, nice. Well, Istir, don't get too queasy, because it is your turn. You are up. Let's see what you got. That fabulous bean footage.
Action to douse flame seems very reasonable.
Very. Very. Oh,
Casters hate being on fire.
I did not roll your damage, did I? So yeah, you'll douse it, but you do have to take the 1 more d10. Of course it would be.
Ooh!
Sorry. So sorry. But the flames are doused. The flames are doused, so that's it. It's over. We'll say that you were patting out the flames and kind of driving them further into your flesh. Burned your hands patting out the flames. Jesus is not on your side this evening, apparently. But it's alright, at least it's this fight. What are you doing? Oh, that's right, you patted out the flames. Alright, so that's anything else at all? That's it? And no reactions or bonus actions or anything. Okay. That brings us around to Ristur.
Sure does. I can see the guy in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
so you know how that goes. I smack him, you know?
Get him.
Mhm. I'll try to. Think that hits.
That
I wanna
definitely
see what
hits.
That also probably hits.
Yes, it does.
2 wisdom saves. I'm sure he'll totally bust out the healing scroll. Oh, there it is!
There it is. Finally.
Wow. Now I'll never have to worry about this guy healing. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Wonderful. Truly.
That will be handy at some point.
Sure.
He's hurting. He's hurting.
Good. I mean, that's the point of me shoving the axe in his face. That's kind of the point. I will. I guess that. Yeah, I'll sit here because he's almost gone. I'm assuming I'll move over 1 step.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, Bryn, you are up.
All right, so Bryn, I think, is going to take her action to douse the flames.
All right. So we got the 1d10 still. Let's see here. Oh my god.
Jeez.
I know, right?
She's okay though. So, yeah, with the flames now doused, she, has been looking forward in this fight, has not moved from her position, and, has seen the black sphere of darkness, move, from her from where Jimmy was originally. So I think that she can, try not to move in a random direction, but I think that in her mind she could sidestep to the right and get out. So moving at half speed, I think she's going to sidestep out of the darkness, and then I think we're going to give Ratt a bardic inspiration.
Is that a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay.
Like a second action?
No.
Bonus action.
You're inspired. Her bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
There you go. Put a little heart on you because you're
So
inspired.
you got a free D10 that you can add to a lot of kinds of rolls.
Ooh. Oh, exciting.
Like he needs them.
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Well, I don't know. I'm feeling rather tired after that last one.
Takes it out of you, really.
It really does.
71 damage and a hit. Yeah, I can see it. Jimmy, you are up.
Jimmy's strolling. Doot. This guy feels the darkness engulf him. We just step up onto the wall. There we go. Stab.
All right, go ahead.
A black jamas.
That's certainly a hit.
And then a follow-up strike.
Let's see, that one is also a hit.
Alright, so grand total is looking like 42 damage.
And he falls.
They poof into dust, right? Efreet, I think they just kind of disintegrate.
Yeah. And that brings us...
Terrible mistake. I'm going to use my movement.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
That was
Okay.
20. I've got 10 foot left. I'm just going to keep walking in the direction now of the fire elementals.
All right. Perfect, all right.
There we go. All right, that's me.
All right, so this guy, he moved down. He copied Cletus. He grabbed the edge of the portal and began searing fire into it. Cletus continues to do so. You can begin to see the edges of the portal begin to disintegrate.
I don't want to be trapped in the elemental plane of fire.
Ratt, you're up.
Fuck.
Very nice, Mastermiss.
Okay.
Going down, down, down in the burning plane of fire.
These guys are fucked.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. You love to hear that.
Ratt grabs his hand cannon out of his thigh holster
Uh-oh.
and drops a level 2 shatter centered to hit all three of them.
All right. Do me a favor.
Hmm?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, that's maybe a bad idea, wouldn't it be?
Okay. You're considering this for a moment, and then your eagle eyes kind of focus in on the fact that the three of them are basically working together to destroy the portal already, and it's weakened. A shatter might actually further
Finish
their
it
cause.
off.
Yeah.
And
It does like double damage to inanimate objects, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's pretty nasty.
oh yeah, I suppose that might be a bad idea then.
is a great idea. Just depends on your side of the equation.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing, would the portal count as a non-magical object? Because the rules is written, a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area.
The object that it is anchored in is a non-magical object.
Had to double check.
The portal itself is a magical thing, but it's anchored in a non-magical base.
Well, then counter plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit Cletus with a spark bolt at 240-foot spell sniper range. Ooh.
Is that
Oh,
16
but
to
maybe I
hit?
can use my Inspirate Bardic thing for this.
You hit.
Oh, 16 hits.
Mhm.
Nice.
What is it? Lightning damage? Is that what it is?
Is lightning damage. So that's 3d10 plus arcane firearm 1d8.
All right.
5, so 19 lightning.
All right. And you dusted Cletus.
Well, maybe that'll at least slow down their ritual.
All right. That it for you?
That's all I can do.
All right. Draken. You're still on fire. Let's get your 1d10.
All right, bring it.
8.
The 4.
Whittling you down.
That's what
I
you
should
said.
point out at this point, because we've let this go for what, 3 rounds now? Right?
Yes, with varying numbers of fire elementals actually doing anything.
So, Draken, your non-magical items are shredded at this point.
That's all right. I don't really care.
Like, is your robe magical?
Nope, I'm naked, but almost everything else is in the bag of holding. So
Oh, I wanted to make sure that visual was out there for everyone, that Draken, the glittering god of hellfire, is pretty much on fire and naked. So
there's an intimidation check right
yeah,
there.
yeah, just go ahead and get that image in your head. Thanks for the momentum there, Cranky, by the way.
Must be a Tuesday.
It's a look, that's right. It's Draken. Draken needs a 90s sitcom. That's so Draken. Okay,
All right.
what you got?
I am going to move right here,
All right.
and I am going to use a 3rd level Chaos Bolt on that one.
All right. Let's hope it doesn't do fire damage, which would be hilarious for me. That hits.
So 2d8, 3 and a 6. It'll be the. Let me double check what 6 is, but 3 is fire, so I don't. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that won't do anything.
So
What's 6? Poison. He's also immune to poison.
all right. Well, I'm not going to roll the damage for that then.
Yeah,
It does more damage. Yeah, but that's okay.
It's all right. It's all right. It's the chance you take when you deal with chaos magic. It's served you well so far. All right. Anything else for you?
No, that's going to be it.
All right. All right. Ristur, your buddy's going to take another swipe at you.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
With advantage, because I'm a horrible person.
22.
That's gonna hit anyways, but yeah.
Oh, does he have advantage?
Yes, because reckless attack exists.
Oh, shoot. Let me make sure he didn't roll a crit. All right. So 22 for the first one. And there we go. second one, not so good. 17.
That misses. First one hits though.
All right, so 14 slashing and 8 fire.
All right, now we'll roll my D as a reaction. Oh boy. What does that do? Hey, teleport. That's cool. I'm gonna be over here now. Let me just. There's fire elementals over there. People are probably shooting at it for a reason, right? Yeah. Hello. Well, how? I mean, they're large, right?
Yeah, they're large.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna teleport inside of the fire elemental. That'd be bad for me.
You can. I don't mind.
I'm gonna go against that. It's a little bit.
All right. And he'll kind of shake his head, like, what?
I'll wave at him if he looks at me.
He's confused, so he's gonna step down. That'll be his movement. All right. That brings us to this old boy, who pours his fire into the anchor of the portal. The thing is beginning to glow bright, and you can see bits of metal melting into the dirt and cobblestone of the street. You do fear for the stability of the portal at this point.
Yeah,
It could be better.
It might take a while for the civic engineers to get out here to repair it.
A little bit. They're a little slow in this part of town. Very nice.
Draken, have you been slacking on your property taxes?
Like Draken ever paid taxes on anything?
This is the city
Technically-
of brass.
If anyone asks, Draken doesn't live here. That is Montego's house.
It's a lovely picture of Draken there in chat.
Just written. Yeah,
All right.
I like it.
This too. You are up. What are you going to do about this situation? This is your chance to save the day. Right here. Right now. Separating the chaff from the wheat. Istu's gonna step up and...
Summon a fireball.
Sorry. No pressure. Storm sphere. Ooh. 20-foot radius. Whirling air. It's a beefy spell. All right.
There's a lot, yes.
Don't worry about Ristur. He doesn't mind if you hit him.
Well, oh, it is bludgeoning damage, so yeah, I don't mind. Don't mind too much like this.
All right. And that's where you're casting it? Okay. So these guys have to make strength savings throws. Let's see. Both failed. roll your damage. Is it 2d6?
Yeah.
9 damage. All right. So they're both pummeled and in difficult terrain. It says you can use your bonus action for the lightning bolt. Make an advantage range spell attack.
Lightning bolt portion of the spell.
I would like to do that. Yeah, go ahead.
The unit has advantage while they're within it.
Yeah, range spell attack.
At advantage. Just in case you make it a crit,
Yep.
you know?
21. That certainly hits. Which one are you hitting? Right or bottom? I can't really tell because they're just balls of fire, basically. All right. In that case, go ahead. What is it? 4d6 lightning damage. Nice. Ka-chow. So yeah, that's beefy. All right. Anything else for you, Istur? Yeah, you still got some movement. All right. All right. Ristur, in that case, you are up.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit a fire elemental.
Go ahead.
It's gonna feel real nice. Yo. That
31.
probably hits. That's 33 actually, but
It was close.
it's close.
It
Dang
was
it.
close. But we'll give it to you.
Almost.
Almost.
We'll give it
Almost
to you.
hit.
All right. Was that 10 damage?
Doesn't that hit a damn Tarask?
Wasn't
Enough
even a
man.
crit. 25 plus 1.
Yeah. That's the 1d3 I gave myself.
Okay.
They also have.
It still hits.
So that's a total of 29 slashing damage.
And you dusted him.
Huzzah. And I'll use my bonus action to teleport over here. Hello.
Poing.
I'm here. Nice to meet you.
Ristur's earning his pay today.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, you know, I took a combination of around, I'd say, 200 damage in these last two fights. Just, you know, halved because rage. So it's cool.
It's not 71 in one hit, cool, but
It's not 71 in one hit, no.
we can't all be artificers. Please
I
don't
mean-
do that.
I mean,
Challenge accepted.
All right, Bryn, you're up.
All right. So first off, she is going to Misty Step up to the front as a bonus action. Then she is going to run up with her movement and start to cast Prestidigitation on the portal to start snuffing out some of these fires. And she'll start with a 5-foot cube of what looks like the worst melted area.
Okay.
you're bad.
Will that affect melting metal? Is it strong enough to? I'm curious. It's enough to snuff out a small campfire. You know what?
Chill 1 cubic foot of non-living material.
Yeah. We'll say it's enough for you to get it started, like cooling it back to solid, basically, because it was starting to rupture here and there. So yeah, you're fighting the good fight.
Yeah, that's basically what she wants to do. She wants to stop this thing stop it before it gets any worse.
No, that's perfect. That works. All right.
And that is her turn.
All right. Jimmy, you're up.
Okay, well, we've got a good thing going here. How is this guy still alive? I thought this guy was dead.
Ristur left him.
I left him to help the
Ah.
story.
Whatever. He's not a problem.
That confidence.
I judge them as being significantly more intelligent than the fire elementals, even if the fire elementals are a primary threat to the portal. I'm gonna go deal with that guy. Can get there in a regular move. Doot. Excuse me, Draken. Sorry. Jimmy says this as he passes.
Back in the darkness.
I'm naked and in the darkness.
And on fire.
This is weird.
Flaming in
And
the dark.
possibly not the first time.
Likely not the first time. Alright.
Alright, let's see what we got here. That ought to do some amount of damage.
That's a hit. Yeah.
And then one of them.
Also a hit.
Okay, we're coming up on 39 damage from that turn.
And he is limping.
And I
Struggling.
slash across with the black jammers. Give him a good stab in the chest with a stalwart wall.
Ooh, maybe we should keep one just to have him walk off something long and wobbly. What do you say?
Oh, it's tempting, but I really don't want to be in the plane of fire.
I bet we could track down his wife and kids.
Do efreet have those?
Don't everyone?
We could ask, but he doesn't look talkative.
Blackjammer taking a dark turn.
Well, he is a pirate.
Oh yeah, one of the worst. All right, so Ratt, you're up.
Yes.
I can't see this guy in the shadow. I can see over this little cloud of darkness, but I can't see into it, so I don't know that he's even there still.
No, you can see the elemental though.
I can see the elemental.
You're high
so
enough to where you
I'm
have
high.
a line.
I'll hit him with the spark bolt.
All right.
Does a 28 hit?
Yeah.
For 18.
All right. Yeah, it zaps him. Yeah, he's high enough.
18 plus 7 is 25.
All right. Yeah, you can jolt him pretty good.
And then I'll fly 25 feet forward.
Okay. That works. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
You,
That'll do it.
you can smell burnt dragon flesh up here for some reason. It's,
Weird.
It's like
Tis a mystery.
It's like a very rich smelling KFC.
Oh, it's delicious. I'm hungry.
Speaking
Guys,
of,
we're gonna have to stop for some dinner later.
speaking of Draken, 1 point.
Do I? I don't even know how to respond to that. Does that
It's
mean
just-
I just take?
It's just 1 point. We won't do half points. That's just weird. You are still on fire.
I know.
I'm gonna ask you a question,
Yes.
and I would like you to be very honest with me. I'm gonna trust you because I trust my players. The key to the portal. Where was it?
probably in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I would have thought Draken has pretty much everything in his bag of holding.
Well, that's fine. Like I
You
said,
really,
I will trust you. I just wanted to ask.
yeah. Now the bag of holding is probably on the ground because it was probably attached with a belt. That burned off.
That's a good point. Where is that bag?
Well, right now it's.
Roundabouts there, probably.
I don't know. You said my clothes burned off, and I think I was right around here when my clothes started burning off, so it's probably right by my feet.
We'll say it's here.
Alright.
Just so we have eyes on it in case I want to steal. I mean, in case somebody wants to grab it or something, you know.
Well,
I'm messing with you. There's nobody else.
you know what? I can't see anything. I'm finally going to put myself out.
All right.
Because I am still in the actual darkness at this point.
All right. So you pat your nakedness in the darkness.
Yes, that'll be my action.
All right.
And that's going to be it. I'm going to stay there for the moment, and just now I'm no longer on fire.
All right. And that brings us to the efreet. He's going to make a desperate slash at you, Jimmy.
No, that won't do it all.
Oh. Well, that wasn't my roll, but we'll take it.
Really won't do it all.
We'll take it. We'll let it go. Why not, right?
It's up to you. He's got disadvantage. You can try and crit fail twice.
That's what I mean. It's not going to get better. Let's see what happens.
Terrible, terrible things, I'm sure.
Let's see what happens. We'll go with the simple one for this one. 17. All right. So he takes a swipe at you, and Blackjammer just almost as if takes control of your arm and just slams his scimitar, like in return, like a block, so hard that it just, you hear him go ah from the force of the blow against his own blade. With that, he basically goes, "Fuck this," and bolts. You may take your attack of opportunity.
I would. You know, we're in the midst of it here. Blackjammer's having an effect. I'm gonna strike a fleeing enemy.
All right.
Oh. It's thinking. It's trying to post it to the chat. Yeah, let's pop another one in there, see if it does. There we go.
30. 30 probably hits.
I assume 30 hits most things.
14.
14 slashing damage.
He steps all the way to here, stumbles over the stairs, face plants, sword goes sprawling, falls down, and just, moment he hits, just turns to dust. He's gone. That brings us around to the elemental.
Yes.
Yeah, the elemental here is... He's going to try and bolt as well. Ristur, you want to take your opportunity?
Oh, of course. Why not? I'll do that. Let me just... Actually, how does this work? Okay. That's fine. Normal attack, apparently. Of according to how reckless attack works, normal. I assume 19 hits though, maybe.
It does.
Huzzah.
13 damage.
13 damage.
And you dust him.
Huzzah. We survived.
Which brings us out of
Combat.
combat.
I'm gonna fly over to the portal and check for damage and apply some mending cantrips.
Bryn's aggressively using prestidigitation to snuff out these fires.
Yeah. Do you want to drop your darkness, or would you like to keep it on
Well,
just to mess with people?
Blackjammer gets to decide. That's why I had to ask him. I don't actually proc that effect.
That's a very good point. Let me see what kind of mood he's in.
Can't you just put him back in his sheath and then the darkness goes away?
Well,
No.
no.
He can make that happen in the sheath.
Tell you what, Jimmy, we're going to do this old school, okay?
We're gonna have a fun time.
I want you to roll intelligence.
Okay.
Just
An
a-
intelligence save?
Intelligence check.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, darkness stays.
Darkness stays.
He's quite enjoying this, actually.
I'm gonna say that Jimmy is just kind of zoned in right now, and he doesn't even notice he left the darkness up because technically he isn't affected by it.
Yeah, but magical darkness is different than dark visional. So
I don't actually have dark vision. I'm
I
as
know
the
you
wielder
don't.
of Blackjammer.
You're magical. I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm shuffling my way to make sure that I still have light to work on this portal.
Yeah, nobody
yes.
else that can see through that darkness unless they have the ability to see in magical darkness specifically.
Yeah, as Bryn is snuffing out fires with prestidigitation, she's going to look over his shoulder and say, Jimmy, you know you can put out that spear of darkness now.
The what now?
Blackjammer.
You still have the sphere of darkness up.
Don't listen to her. Look. Why don't you grab that little bag there on the ground, the wee bag that the scaly moron dropped? Let's grab it and go through it and see what's in there, yeah?
Oh, I know what's in there. Jimmy picks up the bag as he passes.
Let's see what's in there. I bet there's some fine booty. Give me
Can
your
Bryn
booty.
hear all of this?
Oh yeah, he's not hiding it. Draken, you hear it too.
She's going to yell behind her, Pike it, you barmy cutlets.
Jimmy picks up the bag and he's standing next to Draken. He says, "Where's the key out of here, buddy?" He's just
In the
standing
bag.
rifling through the bag next to him as if Draken can also see.
Can I have the bag?
No, you can't have it. It's ours.
Jimmy's holding open the bag towards him but hasn't handed it to him as if he can see into it.
We've grabbed this booty fair and square. Spoils of war. Piss off, you golden git.
Actually, wait, I think those efreet dropped something. 1 second. So, distracted and also essentially distracting Blackjammer, he passes the bag to Draken and walks off to check the things the efreet dropped.
Why'd you do that?
Oh, well, he's on the crew. He's already secured that loot. What about this over here?
You're the captain. You get the best cut. It's the rules.
We can do it back at the ship. Office.
You keep letting them walk all over you like this, and we're gonna have to keelhaul a lot of them.
I'm sorry, did you see the firepower that man represents? You can't keelhaul him.
I'll do whatever I like. I'm Blackjammer.
It's unwise. I mean, what would you toss all the cannons off your ship? Jimmy's just talking to Blackjammer as
If
he
we
walks
were
over here.
sinking, we sure would. I'd cast them off in a heartbeat.
We're not sinking. We're doing just fine. And Jimmy's rifling through the possessions of this efreet that died over here.
They don't really carry very much. Let me look here. Anyway, like, without going too crazy detail, he'll sit there and argue back and forth with you.
Yeah, we'll go back and forth for a while. It goes on. Everybody else do things.
Yeah, everyone can hear it.
Just chuckling to myself.
The golden git.
And working on the portal, making sure there's whatever damage was done that can be repaired is being repaired. I don't know so much about teleportation magics.
This is
Draken, do you have the
But
portal
I'm
key
good at
and some
putting
clothes?
things back together.
yeah. I say this is pretty powerful magic.
Portal key, yes. Clothes, no. I don't actually have other clothes. Not here. Not gonna lie. But you know what I do have? Invisibility.
Somehow that's
I will
more
walk
creepy.
around
Somehow that's worse.
so I can open this, and then I can walk around naked until I can get clothes.
Somehow that's worse.
Bryn is going to reach down into her own bag of holding and pull out some men's clothes that'll fit Draken and just throw it at him.
Would I be able to mending any of the scraps or charred remains to
To dust.
restore his
It's pretty much gone.
gone? Okay. Yeah, he did kind of leave it burning for like 30 seconds.
I mean, fire is a chemical reaction, so Draken's clothing is, now not clothing anymore. Mending kind of necessitates that it's still the original material.
That's fair.
If I
will-
might request,
I will
it's
take
10:51. Can we have our union break?
We can.
Good.
This would actually be a nice little spot. You made it through the fight. I don't think anyone got really seriously hurt in that.
Nah, we had those guys.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be a terrible fight, although they almost trapped you.
The strategy was a threat. The combatants less so.
Well, the threat isn't what you just fought.
It's what comes next.
Yeah, you guys just made some enemies.
Yeah, I'm not allowed on the plane of fire anymore.
Oh yeah.
Remember how I said you had to, you never pick a place that you're gonna stay?
Like these
Draken no longer lives on the plane of fire.
these guys are like the primary military force of the city of Brass and the Plane of Fire, the efreets.
Now, the good news. Jimmy has realized that he makes enemies literally every step he takes after he wakes up in the morning.
It's true.
If you just become dangerous enough, those enemies unmake themselves.
This has generally been Rat's experience when in life.
So
Although-
we are
And
going to
rats.
have a pirate ship and a reputation, and they're gonna make up real fast.
Yeah. Jimmy the Black.
I can feel the eye patch. Draken, we'll match.
Draken's eye patch is gone. It burned away.
Oh no, we need another one of those. Stat.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was actually purposeful. That was doing a thing.
Poor Draken. He's had that robe since Care.
Yeah, he just cast Prestidigitation. He only has one set of clothes.
I feel like all casters do that.
That was a long lost relic of home.
Oh no, that's very sad.
Wait, casters are cartoon characters?
Well, I mean, sometimes.
If you could clean your clothes without taking them off, wouldn't you?
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, is anyone really surprised that Draken just wears the same set of clothes? He is a cartoon character.
Yes. Right. I'm gonna take off. I need ibuprofen and ice for my hand, so I'll be back.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna fix
Alright.
some tea myself. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this message from our imaginary sponsors. Please stay tuned. right. We're back.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So, time has passed. Jimmy's scavenged through the belongings of the efreets. Each one does have a very fine silk kaftan and damask robes that they're wearing. They're wearing a lot of brass, obviously, like torques and rings and
Appropriate.
things. Some of it is jeweled.
Oh. Gee, that's much nicer. Can Blackjammer just kind of get bored as we're going through the loot and forget to keep the darkness up?
We can roll again.
Yes, let's do that.
All right.
Aha!
That
Don't be dumber, but today I'm not dumber.
that was not including his bonus.
Oh, he's got a bonus?
Oh, yes.
Ah, cheater.
We're doing ego versus intelligence. Old school.
It'd be so much nicer if I could use my charisma for this.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose I could ask him.
Yeah, you haven't actually asked.
I would say we're going through the jeweled stuff, and I say, wait, Blackjammer, are we still in shadow?
Well, yeah, of course.
We're out of people to kill. Let's drop the shadow. We got to get back to Sigil. We'll stand out.
Why should I?
You don't have to. I was just asking. I'd rather be a little, stealthy getting back into town.
It's kind of tough to examine these gems in the dark.
Yeah, half this stuff could be magical. We need Ratt to look at them.
What, are you saying they're valuable?
I think a lot of them are. Definitely some of the stuff we're coming out with.
Alright, about time that little pipsqueak earned his salt.
I will disenchant you.
You can't! I don't know if you've seen his item box. You can't.
Blackjammer is an artifact.
It is possible to destroy an artifact. You just really don't want to.
Yes.
It also takes a lot and very specific conditions.
But yeah, no, he'll drop the darkness at the mention of value.
Of a treasure.
Thank God.
He's strolling back up. He says, Ratt, have a look at some of this. He's got fine scimitars, jeweled bangles. Well, also, we're going to need to get this eventually, too. And he holds up his lantern.
Yeah. Just grab it all up. We'll look at it all closer once we get back to base. Let's just get through this portal.
Yeah. How is the portal going, by the way, Jimmy? Finishes walking up.
But I'll give it a quick once over real quick.
Yeah.
Does anything really stand out in the pile?
The entire base has gone out of alignment.
Oh no, the portal?
It has left the portal slightly out of alignment. There's a 25% chance that you may be shunted somewhere else.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. Magical people, discuss. Excuse me, I have to walk our dog real fast.
Yeah, that was a good roll, by the way. 33. That's why I gave you the percentage. Never tell me the odds, kid.
I wonder if there would be a way to recenter it.
Take a significant amount of work. Significant, and a lot of tools and skills that you guys really don't have.
Could a big bee's hand shove it back into place?
Well, that's the thing, is aligning a transdimensional portal is a delicate thing.
It's a very delicate procedure, I would assume.
Like, you could use it to do the heavy lifting if there was some, but what heavy lifting needs to be done, where, and what direction, and, you know, that type of stuff is the trick.
And I don't really know teleportation magics. There's just no putting things back together.
I mean, that'd be more of a magic item. There's literally like, Oh, I'm thinking of stones that prevent portals from appearing in archways. Never mind.
Yes, if only you guys had like a really powerful wizard in your group. That would be handy right about now.
It would.
I say we go with it. I say we trust the odds.
That's a classic right there. That is a Draken move.
We ask nicely and we step in.
Someone
Don't
did say
end
a
it.
wizard is too.
Do we know any wizards? I'm picturing the sideways blink, by the way. Blink, blink, blink.
I mean, we do know that someone is a wizard. Mostly because you took the hat.
I think everyone's just terrified to ask us to do anything.
Bryn, still staring forward, is just going to call out, Is2, what do you think of this portal? Anything we can do to correct it in the meantime so we have a greater chance of returning to Sigil?
You're welcome to make an Arcana check as well, Is2. Oof. Go for it.
Also, Bryn will give you Bardic Inspiration.
And we do have 2 rerolls available as well. It's much better.
Here, add a D10 on top of that. You have Bardic Inspiration.
D10. Hell yeah.
Push it.
Oh.
Hey!
So yeah, 18 becomes 28. Alright. So,
28.
as Ratt mentioned, his odds are accurate. It's about a 25% chance of shunting you into a different plane, or possibly even into oblivion. It really depends. The chances of oblivion are extremely low.
Yeah, Bryn was hoping that Is2 would know how to fix it. That's what she sort of asked of them.
Is2, what is your... And you can send it to me in a DM if you want to keep it secret, but what is your specialization? Or I suppose I could just look at your sheet. That might even save time. Because I know you like to keep things secret.
You mean their subclass? Because we know what their subclass is.
It's not on the character sheet. I'm not sure what it is.
It's, Graviturgist? It's Graviturgy or,
No,
okay, so
I know what
timeline.
it is. I know what it is, yeah.
Chronomancy.
Yeah.
Jacob should be coming back now.
Okay. Yeah, I see it now. So, no, that's a very interesting specialization, actually. Very interesting. Tell you what, give me one more, excuse me, advantaged Arcana roll. based on your specialization, because it does play into this a bit.
Wah, wah.
Do still have 2 rerolls if you want to use one.
Sounds valuable.
Yeah, because we need to fix this portal if we can.
Flash of genius.
Yes, use it.
Yeah, go ahead, Istu. Every bit. When you or another creature you can see with it. Oh, you can add your intelligence modifier to their roll, too. Very nice. Alright. 13 plus...
5.
Plus 5, 18. 18 is solid.
Bardic Inspiration?
That's a one
I
shot,
used
right?
that already.
Yeah.
Ah.
But no, that's 18. Excuse me. So we're good. Istu, based on your knowledge of temporal movement and how the shift within that dimension works, you can guesstimate that if you had a portal that was damaged the way this is, and you could figure out a way to anchor on either side with something of significance, that the others would be able to basically slide through that tether safely. So it would basically require excuse me, one person to go through with something that everyone can focus on that's important. So one person is going to have to take the risk, basically. Excuse me, sorry. Can't call it free. Well, if you have the ability to reach out over multiple dimensions. Can we fusion dance this?
Now I'm really wondering what's up between Istu and Nil.
It's a secret.
Secret knowledge.
Well, if nothing else happens, I volunteer to walk through.
Still need an anchor.
You need to cover up, Dragon.
Or you could
I
just
did.
take,
I got given clothes.
you
Oh,
could just
good.
take the risk.
Bryn is, because it is important, Bryn is going to pull out the Evermap from her bag of holding.
Okay.
So before I begin applying important items, such as hats, fill me in on what happened while I was gone.
Oh,
I missed the interstitial information here.
just with a little rolls and research, it's been determined that if someone were to go through holding something important, somebody that everyone else could focus on, like an anchor, you could basically slide that line through the portal safely from here to the point of focus without risking getting diverted along the way. So yeah, what
Okay.
Istu said, basically there is the hat might be more key.
It's not wrong. Question, this might not be answerable, but does the person who slide through have to make like navigation checks? Because if so, then I can do that.
It's a 25% chance of getting shunted and a 2% chance of being obliterated.
Ah, 2% to be obliterated, you say?
Yes.
And I said I would do it.
Istu is actually making the argument that they should go.
What argument does Istu put forward? I'm deeply curious, in character, why Istu would take that particular risk. Yeah, but Istu doesn't care about that.
Well, that's actually, that response fits that. It's just very logical and to the point.
Well, I mean, if I don't trust you, why would I give you my hat and let you cast a spell that makes you vanish?
Well, this could be the beginning of something. Also a good point.
Oh, so is Istu refusing to send somebody else through?
Istu is the one with the knowledge.
That's true, but I'm asking.
Oh, sorry. Let me back out.
Haha, Istu insists.
Why? Why are you
Fascinating
insisting?
question.
Yeah, why indeed?
Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't like this.
You're way too eager there, you Burke. And you're
That's
already,
fine.
and I'm already peery of me, and I'm already peery of you.
Rat has had no reason to distrust them.
I'm actually picturing all of this in, like, complete deadpan flat tone, too.
Yes, there's a...
Rat suggests that it actually makes sense to send the
Makes
wizard
perfect
who
sense.
has an understanding of arcane teleportation magics through the portal first to ease the rest of our journey.
So there's a vote for Istu. The motion has been seconded.
Are we voting? Because I vote no.
I will vote yes on the stipulation that it is not Jimmy's hat. And she is going to hold up the Evermap and say, I think this item right here is of importance to everyone, given the mission of several individuals here.
Does everyone...
Istu has asked a relevant question.
I was going to say, does everyone know what the Evermap is?
I know at least 2 people here don't. Have never seen it before in their life. Istu probably wasn't paying attention at the time.
Well, I
Were you
would
not
not have shown
listening
it
to me
in
whenever
front.
I explained it back in headquarters several weeks ago?
I think that sentence would almost answer itself in this crowd.
Wait, you have an Evermap?
So Jimmy is a strange person. We're gonna walk over to Istu.
Bryn's just going to stuff the Evermap back in her bag at this point and just roll her eyes.
Yeah. Jimmy walks over to Istu. And he takes the hat off of his head and he looks at it and he says, "All right, so you got to wear it at this angle or it's not lucky. All right." And he starts going to put the hat on your head properly. All right. So he applies the hat, and as he does so, I would like to pre-fire the luck point for Istu.
Oh, look at that. Sneaky.
Yes. So that the not dying roll gets rolled twice, just in case.
Just in case. Fair enough. So we are sending Istu through with the hat then.
Istu insists and has every card right now, so
Alright.
Jimmy will trust. Even if Istu steals my hat and then leaves us stuck in the plane of fire, you know. Jimmy's been learning to let go lately. But really, apart from a little sus behavior, Istu hasn't really done us wrong.
No. Istu, are you stepping through? Very fair. He's gotten you
Just
guys this
winks.
far.
You'll be all right.
Wait, didn't Draken have a key?
Istu steps through. All right. Istu, would you like me to roll, or would you like to do the honors yourself? I will give you the choice, since this is such a perilous situation.
Yes, let's see it.
All right. They have the calm. Roll percentile for me, please. All right.
Where's the rest of it?
That's just what it rolls. It just gives you the number out of 100 when you roll D100.
Why do
It
you
doesn't
have an
roll
extra?
2D10.
Now,
But
Istu, I am not going to tell you what end of the spectrum that 25% is on. I'm going to give you the option to use the pre-fired luck point and re-roll if you want or not. Is your choice. But you will have to take the second roll.
This roll is not obliterated, so that's not bad.
All right. Go ahead.
Come on.
All right.
Probably also not obliterated. We'll take it.
Alrighty.
Church, in a fit of pure cruelty, has placed death at 10 and 11.
I did no. You did not get obliterated. Hey. So, as 2 steps through, a few moments pass. What are the rest of you doing?
Well, we're supposed to give her a moment to arrive and then focus on the hat and step in ourselves, right?
That was the plan.
All right. I miss it already. And he steps into the portal.
All right, Jimmy's through.
Bryn will step through.
Bren is through.
Yeah. I'll stand in the portal.
Ratt is through.
You'll have to step Ristur in, but I imagine he comes.
Yeah, Ristur will follow Ratt, of course. My S2's already through. Draken.
I will walk through as well.
All right.
Plane of water. Plane of water.
Plane of air and level up. Plane of air and level up. That means I can fly.
How about home?
I want to go home.
I want to go home. I want to go
I
to
need
bed.
a ship for that. I need a lot of things to go home. You do too, technically.
Yes, yes. Besides, home isn't really comfortable anymore.
All right, so you ready?
Is this a big thing? Because I almost feel like I know it's early, but it feels like a perfect cliffhanger to end on.
What if we do the reveal and then we get the cliffhanger?
That works.
All right.
So, you step through. You immediately get the sensation of being turned inside out, twisted and jumbled, and it almost feels like you're knocking back and forth in a tunnel. It's painful, it's weird, it's uncomfortable. you come together as a group into one form and then split apart, and it feels like you've just exploded into a billion, trillion, quadrillion atoms and then reformed. And just as things reach your breaking point, everything coalesces, and you are standing, wobbling, trying to find your balance on an endless stretch of very orderly looking plains. In the distance, you see this few mountains and hills dotting what appears to be the horizon, but it just seems to stretch on and on and on forever.
Oh, I know where we are. It's not a bad plane, at least.
Speak for yourself. This is where I think we are. This is terrible for me.
Is2 did try. And
You did fine. We're
Let's-
not even drowning. This is such an improvement.
let's be very, very clear. You are alive.
Yes.
And you're no longer in the plane of fire.
Appreciate it. I feel naked without this thing now.
Bryn narrows her eyes, wrinkles her small suggestion of a nose, and says, "Are we on the plane of Arcadia?"
As you look around, one very, very prominent feature does stand out. And it is a great sphere perched atop the highest peak. One half glowing, the other dark, slowly rotating. Yes. You are in Arcadia.
It's nice here.
I rolled. It really could have been anywhere, so
We could have been straight to hell.
you could have been. That would have been interesting.
Oh, that would have been very funny. Like, what happens if you show up to hell with a Rakshasa soul in a cage?
With hits out on you.
With 1,000,000 gold on my head.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably would not have gone well.
What happens if you show up to Arcadia with a Rakshasa soul, actually?
It's contained.
Nice.
For how much longer?
Not much longer.
No? Well, we've been at this a little while now. We'd best get to something with that.
Bryn's going to walk up to Jimmy, clasp her hand on his shoulder, and say, "Jimmy, probably our best way home from here is to go and find the harmonium."
Or the border town. If you could
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah, we can do that. They still owe me money.
So, now, some of you will be slightly familiar with Arcadia. The planar folks in particular.
Mhm.
Those of you who are more prime-oriented, probably a lot less so, unless your faith is one of the ones that resides here, which I don't think any of you
Nah.
So if any of you would like to make a religion check to just determine kind of any of that information, I'll allow it.
Jimmy continues to know nothing about the plains.
I am gonna roll because I did go running through the plains earlier, and I don't know what plains I ended up on. It's possible I have some knowledge.
I mean, Bryn just said it out loud.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the 19's a good roll. Draken, you're starting to show some intelligence.
Oh.
He is surprisingly intelligent. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
He keeps it hidden.
You will actually determine that you are on the first layer of Arcadia. Abuelo. This is the realm of Clangeddon, Silverbeard, and Marduk.
Okay.
Grandma. Now, these are kind of big deals, the deities. Marduk in particular, if you're familiar. For you.
Mhm.
there's an aspect of Bahamut.
So we have a minor problem. We aren't in Sigil. We've ended up, honestly, probably one of the better planes for you, Jimmy.
It's nice here. I have no idea where we are. Arcadia, you said? But I'm kind of vibing with it.
Yes, it's Arcadia.
So where's the arcade?
I don't think the Harmonium would be very approving of such chaotic businesses, we should say.
You'd be surprised. Well-ordered worlds with fixed rules and clear payouts for success and failure, they love that shit.
Right?
This plane is making my skin crawl.
For once, I agree with the winch.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't take too kindly to pirate ships.
This is more the reason to bring one here. Look at this.
Jimmy shudders for a moment at the thought of trying to fly even a very well-equipped ship through the sphere into Arcadia.
This place be ripe for plunder.
I have visions of just being stomped out of the sky by various gods.
Yeah. You're probably going to want to avoid that second layer in particular, but yeah.
Yeah. But now that we know what we're up to, I think it is a good cliffhanger moment. We've been here in the planescape setting for multiple years. At last, planar travel.
Planar travel. Unintentional planar travel.
The best kind.
I was really curious how that was going to go. Just because of just because of the roles.
Just because of the roles. I really liked Master Miss. I really liked what you did there with Istu. That is an excellent way to, like, just spur of the moment force character growth and camaraderie.
Yeah.
Smooth. It was very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
You got some really good brownie points there, without a doubt. So Bren, S2, they're planar as well, aren't they? Because I know Ratt is, or at least he's been here long enough to be considered.
Are you from a non-material plane?
Yeah.
Non-prime?
Yeah, are you from the plains or are you from the prime material?
Or how long have you lived on the plains?
Yeah. Non-prime, for sure. Okay. So you guys would be familiar with the border town of Fortitude here in Arcadia. It's called the Egg. If you're wanting to get back on foot, that's going to be the way to go. Chances are there's probably going to be a portal there as well, back to Sigil, if that's your goal. Nice one. As Bryn said, the harmonium is kind of a big deal here.
And we can call in some favors with them.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you're going to pull favors with these guys.
Well, maybe not the locals, but we can at least start off on the right foot, as it were.
You don't want to get stuck in the confessional.
No, that sounds like a bad time, honestly. I got too much that I could confess to. Let's not do that.
As fascinating as that would be roleplay-wise.
But no, there are a few advantages to being in the good guy business for a couple of years. Possibly, just maybe, they might recognize a contract or two assigned to us.
Possibly. They're a little more cut and dry here than they are in Sigil.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's fair, but we don't really need much. We just need, a friendly space and passage back to Sigil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's an option. There are, of course, many. You are in another plane of existence. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, at the very least, we are on the, lawful axis, and while, it is making Bryn's skin crawl to hell and back, we are, on a, lawful but leaning good plane. We are on one of the upper planes, so...
Yeah.
Oh, this is probably a good place to try and do the Rakshasa containment ritual.
Possibly.
The entire, cosmos here is going to scream for it to happen. They're going to be so pleased.
You guys were, one away. Because I pulled the list up, basically.
Yeah.
One less, and you would have ended up in Mechanus.
Beautiful.
I love that.
You might have. Once until you started actually having to deal with the inhabitants of Mechanus. They could
Arcadia is already fairly averse to just about everything that Bryn is. If we ended up in Mechanus, she may have just broke out in hives.
Yeah.
Well, no, technically, I think she would have broke out in hives if we ended up on Acheron, because in my mind, she's chaotic neutral, but has a bit of a good lean. So I think the plane that is most in tune with her alignment would be Easegard.
I could see that. I mean, you guys are all pretty chaotic at your core on some level or another.
Oh, Jimmy's lawful good.
True.
Yeah, Jimmy should feel at home here.
Jimmy's slightly shifting over time, though, I think, especially with Blackjammer in hand.
So I'm gonna let you in on what I'm playing towards here, and this can be fun for the audience as well because they'll get to see it play out in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy's stance on being lawful good is not that every action he takes must be in accordance with the law, but that he should always be working towards the things that he think are correct. And with his background, where he came from and what he's good at, that usually involves lying to people and being manipulative and doing all of these things that perhaps the law would look down on, but he's always doing it towards a purpose.
Yeah.
Means to an end. I mean, a lot of the denizens of the upper planes are literally sending weapons and things down to the lower planes. Just making sure that the demons and devils are destroying innocents in the process, but with the end of keeping the blood war going so they don't bother anyone fucking else.
Yeah.
So, as we've kind of seen here, when it comes to actual ego checks, Jimmy is not going to really stand up to Blackjammer.
Yeah. And that'll push further and further the more in line with Blackjammer's goals he becomes.
Of course. But do you notice, I have Jimmy talk to Blackjammer a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy's running the long con on a sentient sword.
Yeah. Just be careful that the sword's not running one, too.
Oh, I'm sure he is, but that's okay to Jimmy. That's normal.
Yeah.
The thing that I kind of love about the dynamic for them is a lot of characters, a lot of player characters would not have a sentient magic item and then immediately say, ah, yes, this is a person who is going to do person things at me, including lie, cheat, and steal.
Yeah.
Jimmy, with his almost savant-like lack of understanding magic, did so immediately. Anything that can talk is a person.
Well, I mean, he caught it right. It is technically, I mean, it's alive, it's sentient.
Yes.
Yeah. And Bryn, I feel knows at least the nature of sentient magic items, and she is, in my mind, Jimmy's sort of outside, sort of check on Blackjammer's influence on him, and she like will, be his come to Jesus moment if she needs to be.
Yeah, she's Peary for the right reasons.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
I do love where we can go with this.
Oh, I think at some point in the last 100 years, Ratt might have maybe killed a previous holder of the weapon.
Oh, that would have been Blackjammer himself.
Yeah.
Captain Blackjammer.
Well, hey, I blew up a lot of shit. Maybe I sunk a ship.
Yeah, he was lost in the astral. Or the phlogiston. I don't know, I still haven't decided how I want to play that with the changes they're making.
Yeah, just ignore them, honestly.
Phlogiston's already canon in our campaign, so yeah.
I like phlogiston. I like
it's
it.
funny.
Let's play with the old rules.
Yeah, I think I will.
I look
Like,
forward
use
to
the updated, like, mechanical rules for, spell jamming, like, movement and battle and, anything like that as needed, just because I feel like they'll fit with the 5e rules better, but, like,
Flavor.
lore-wise, phlogisting, crystal spears, all that, keep it. It's already canon.
Yeah, and I like it better anyway. The astral's already
Same.
got its thing.
I honestly, okay, so I like the idea of using the astral plane just because I like that sort of connectivity, especially with the Gith being like, bands of raiders and things of that nature. It fits well with like the Spelljammer vibe, and it allows like the astral to be like more involved, I should say, but like not at the expense of like making the astral sea be like the thing between worlds and D&D, because like it literally is a retcon of the 5e cosmology, and it's way less clean.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
And the astral already had, like I said, it already had its thing. It already had the Gith pirates and the dead gods, and
It had an identity.
yeah, like you could go sailing through the astral already. Like you don't, but spell jamming was something completely different. It was closer to like space travel. As far as like fantasy goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I liked that. I liked that there was a separation. In that regard, because you could get really weird with Spelljammer. Like you could, like when you ran into like the Illithid ships and everything, how alien they were, and
Nobody likes Illithids. Illithids in space, perhaps the only way to make it worse.
yeah, they're terrifying.
Some of them are honestly like a little bit better in space. Like honestly, some of the worst Illithids are in Spelljammer, but also they like regularly trade with the others of the spacefaring races. So I feel like at least the Illithids in the like OG Spelljammer setting can at least be reasoned with somewhat.
No, yeah, they're intelligent. If you have something they want, they'll trade.
Oh, they're very intelligent. They got brains to spare.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But we'll go ahead and close out of here for the night.
It was a good session. We did fun stuff.
Illithids out in Airlock. That's right, Cranky. You tell them. And thanks for joining us, everybody. And thanks for subscribing and following and momentuming and setbacking and laughing. We will be back Saturday once again with Karen. We're back on schedule.
Woo.
We'll be live, and so will the volcano.
Yeah, that we left off on a big cliffhanger there, so we're gonna see where that goes. Don't want to miss that. But yeah, we will see you in 1 week. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.